Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to ask a question. Who controls Vernamfield airfield? Who controls the area known as Vernamfield in Clarendon? Now, it's not as clear cut as you would think to say the Jamaican government owns it. An agreement was signed in 1940 between the British government and the American government, giving the American government control of the Vernamfield area for 99 years. Now, the US government operated Vernamfield under that agreement. It's called the Bases for Destroyers Agreement. They operated Vernamfield as an air base between 1941 and 1949. The largest bombers in the world, the B-29 bombers, used Vernamfield as a refueling station and a maintenance station when flying their missions. Very strategic base for the US Air Force. Now, the reason why the agreement has that name is because the American government gave the British government 50 destroyers in return for the 99-year lease on Vernamfield and Goat Island. Goat Island was also used as an airfield, an airbase. Now, when Jamaica became independent in 1962, Jamaica assumed the agreement with the UK government and the American government. What is known is that the Americans got a 99-year lease on the Goat Islands and Vernamfield on September 2nd, 1940, under the Bases for Destroyers Agreement. This pact between the United Kingdom and the US allowed the British to receive 50 overage destroyers from the Americans, and America would get access to the bases. The agreement was further ratified in March 27, 1941, and the Americans spent some US $17.5 million to create the airfield at Vernamfield and the seaplane base on Little Goat Island. Now, when Jamaica became independent, by an exchange of notes on August 7, 1962, the newly independent Jamaica then replaced Britain as party to the US agreement, according to the US State Department website. So in 1962, when Jamaica became independent, Jamaica replaced Britain. So the agreement would now be between the Jamaican government and the US. By an exchange of notes on August 7, 1962, between the High Commissioner for the United Kingdom in Jamaica and the Prime Minister and Minister of External Affairs and Defense of Jamaica, the government of Jamaica agreed to assume from 1962 all obligations and responsibilities of the United Kingdom which arise from any valid instrument, including any instrument made by the government of the Federation of the West Indies by virtue of the authority entrusted by the government of the United Kingdom. The rights and benefits heretofore enjoyed by the government of the United Kingdom by virtue of application of any such international instrument to Jamaica are from August 6, 1962, enjoyed by the government of Jamaica. So when Jamaica became independent, the lease was still in effect for the US government to control the Air Vernamfield. Now, up to a few years ago, the question was asked to the US State Department, does the US government control Vernamfield? They could not answer. The question was asked to the Jamaican government. They could not answer. So, as of today, okay, there was never a formal cancellation of that 99-year lease. The US had other bases in the Caribbean and they officially cancelled those leases. But the 99-year lease on Vernamfield was never cancelled. Now, if you go on Wikipedia and look at the Vernamfield, type in Vernamfield, it comes up as controlled by US Air Force. So it seems as if that lease was never cancelled. Now, there is nothing there more than the runway. So it's not to say any structure is there. As a matter of fact, Vernamfield is used as a racetrack for cars. But the potential for Vernamfield is great. Now, the good thing is that 99-year lease will expire sometime in the 2030s. I don't remember the exact date. I think it's 2035. Or it will expire in a few years. So there is no investor lined up to invest in Vernamfield right now. So the best thing to do would be, one, if an investor comes along, officially cancel the lease, and that would have to be done with agreement with the US government. Or two, just allow the lease to expire. But as of today, it seems as if officially nobody knows who is in control of Vernamfield. Now, either party could claim control, but officially that lease was never terminated. Alright guys, let us know what you think. Leave your comments in the section below. Have a good day.